Hey guys, Max here. In this video I'm gonna take you on my first attempt to parawing. The wind is today a gusty 20 to 30 knots. Not ideal, but it should be plenty to get me up on foil. In the top left corner you see the gear that I'm using today. My actual first attempt was a week before. This was with 15 to 18 knots and I was underpowered and I could only taxi. So I don't really count that one. This is a short summary of that session. Not very interesting and I won't bore you with it. It was a nice sunset though.
Alright, I'm in Sydney, Botany Bay. Behind me is the North Mid-length, 6'4", 96 liters. And in my hand I've got the Pocket Rockets 3 meter. Today there's a lot more wind. It's southerly, so it's just offshore from where I'm standing at the moment, so you don't hear the wind that much yet. But it's wide capping, so today no excuses. So again, Pocket Rockets 3 meter. I've attached a leash to the A-lines, the front ones, because I actually hope that if I let go that it kind of just stays in the air instead of crashing. The other day I put them on the brake lines, so that sort of did that to the wing. And now if I let go with the leash attached to the front lines, kind of just stays in the air. Let's see if that has a better effect. It is windy, so that's good. Ready to go. Right.
The wind was side of shore, so I had to taxi out of the lee side to get into clean wind. Right here I actually let go of the wing, but you can see the leash is doing its job perfectly. Goofy is my weak side and I've realized it's tricky for me to get up on that side. With a regular wind wing I've got no problem, but with a parawing it's less stable. So I taxied out further, turned around and tried on my strong side, regular. This clip shows my first attempt to get up. You can see me pumping the parawing. It works, but it feels different from a wind wing. I would describe it as a mix between the pedal and a wing. Alright, first time up on foil. I'm stoked and super excited. Since I'm close to the shore, I jibe straight away and ride toe side back out. Not confident enough yet to do a foot swap, so I stay toe sides for now and will do so the rest of the session. I expected the parawing to feel really unstable and to have barely any D-power. While it's less stable than a wing, it's much better than I thought. I'm 85 kilos and the 3 meter Pocket Rocket with this board seems to work best in 20 to 28 knots. Below that I feel underpowered, but the high end is surprisingly good. You can depower it really well and it stays responsive even when sheeted out completely. Even though it's my first session, my upwind angle feels similar to twin-tip kiteboarding. The wind is super gusty. It actually rips the parawing right out of my hands. This is my first attempt hooked in with the parawing and it feels familiar and comfortable. The wind is gusty, so I have to unhook and pump to stay up on foil. I love riding hooked in. It helps me tag upwind more easily and relax my arms. Here I want to show you how the parawing behaves in the water. It gets heavy and fills with water. However, the color contrast makes it easy to grab the leading edge, fill it with air and relaunch. This was best case, flat water, no waves, no line tangles. After 30 minutes, I felt ready to try my first depower. Here we go. I head downwind, fumble a bit, try to grab the A-lines and reach and grab the leading edge.
First time! Not the best one, but hey! Yay! Okay, there's barely any bumps here. Oh! Ah! Success! Yes! First time! I am very happy. I did not expect that at all.
Alright, next depower and this time riding toe sides. Lots of fumbling again. This one didn't feel good and I expected the relaunch to fill, and sure enough, it did. First time this happened and felt worried it was going to be a big tangle. As you can see though, it's not too bad. Kinda messy again. Need to practice the depowering and stowing. Either keeping it in my hands or in the future the stash belt. Somewhat unsuccessful depower, didn't feel good and tried to relaunch, almost made it. Now I'm riding toe sides, hooked in and heading upwind nicely. Here's another depower attempt and I messed it up again. was wrapping itself around my arm, that's game over for this one. The color contrast really helps you to tell the leading edge from the trailing edge. You can see though how it can get very messy in bigger waves, so definitely practice in easy conditions first. Alright, last deep power for this video. It kind of worked, but definitely needs more practice. If you have questions or feedback, drop a comment below. And if you learned something or enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. This will help me release future videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.